morning. Apologies for the delay in opening the doors today. Got locked in the room. Good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, morning ritual music. Get the mind right. It's been a stressful morning so far as well, so I need it. All right, Matt. There you go. Yeah, wherever's comfortable. Yeah, I'll move this further this way. Yeah, I'll grab you one. There you go. Did you see the one? No. You got one. Okay. Hello, good morning, everyone. Can I put the mic here? There you go. There you go. Anybody else need a mat? There might be a couple of people joining us in a few minutes, so just try leave some space. Yeah, it's a brand new one. It might have that new mat smell, so I apologize. It's not necessarily a treat. It smells like yoga mat. Morning. We got space. I have to plop you at the front, Sophia. Morning, you okay? Okay, how are you? I'm good. You want to move this out of your face? I'm not joking, yeah? I'll move that. Move the whole plant, in fact. Over here. More that I learn, show the little that I know, and it truth set me free and encourages me, and it's all. We'll start in a few minutes. Thank you. Just pass them behind you. Pass the parcel. If you're able to make your contributions just before we start, there is a cash box at the back plus online banking information if you need it. And we'll just start in a few minutes. It is pay as you can, so whatever you can contribute is greatly appreciated. Oh, I'm so scattered this morning. What am I doing? Take that off there. Put this here. This within reach. Oh yeah. I'll grab some. Yeah. There you go. So welcome everybody. Thank you all for being here today. My name's Kaya, for those who don't know. If anybody at any point needs, if you've got a block, needs any more blocks, just give me a wave and I'll bring these remaining ones over. Is anybody new to yoga as a practice in general? Lovely. All right. And has anybody got any injuries or hindrances I should be aware of before we start? Okie dokie. So for those who are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is a collective wellness class which incorporates yoga. I'm also a personal trainer, so we'll do like strength and conditioning. So the style of yoga is very varied. Yoga essentially means unity. So the main intention here is to unite with yourself, your higher self, spirit, whatever that means to you, to the earth and to the rest of humanity. So we're trying to deconstruct and rewire the individualism that we are conditioned into in today's society, and just cultivate deeper self-awareness so we can make the positive changes that's required to make positive change within our lives and within the world. So that's the main intention here. So movement-wise today, we are going to be doing another yin practice, which is very slow-paced, relatively passive. Last week it was quite gentle. This week we're going to be doing slightly more advanced postures, meaning just a little bit more intense, but same thing applies across the board in relation to our movement. We always just want to work within our own range, listen to your own body. It is designed to be uncomfortable, but nothing should be painful. And by uncomfortable, I mean physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So because it's quite a still practice, we're going to be holding the shapes for multiple minutes. That stillness can often bring certain things up that we're able to remain distracted from day to day. So we're practicing allowing space for that. It's not a space to learn to ignore what's going on within you and in the world around you. It's a place to be able to recognize all of that, welcome all of that, without resisting it, and learning to find and maintain your inner peace, calm and balance, despite whatever's going on within yourself internally or in the world around us, which I think is becoming increasingly important. So really appreciate you all being here. Welcome to those online. I have moderated the comments for those who are not connected on Instagram or WhatsApp. So whoever is there, welcome. Tanya, I know you said you're joining us. Welcome to the space. Whoever else is joining online currently or in the future as well, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the practice. So, is everybody okay with this incense, or do we want to blow it out? Yeah, little man okay? Yeah, little man okay. Cool, all right. So we're going to start seated today. So I've placed blocks around. It might be a bit more comfortable to sit on top of a block just to alleviate some pressure on your hips. If being seated becomes just way too uncomfortable and it takes you too far away from your practice, please lie down or adopt any position that is comfortable for you. But we're going to have a go seated to begin with. So just finding a position where the spine can be upright and aligned. A gentle lift through the crown of your head. And aiming to feel firmly rooted through both sit bones. Strong through the spine, soft through the stomach. And if you feel comfortable and safe to do so, please close down the eyes. I've lost the beater for my bowl, so ding. So just taking a moment first. Taking a moment to arrive here first and foremost. Becoming aware of your physical surroundings. Welcoming yourself into the space you're currently occupying. Observing other energies, beings, noises present. Becoming aware of your internal environment. Observing your own personal energy. Observing what you've brought into the practice today, if anything. Observing any thoughts present. Bringing your awareness to your mind's eye. Perhaps observing your openness and readiness for intuitional guidance to come through, divine guidance. Is a space within your mind at this moment to receive that. Bringing your awareness to your heart space to observe any emotions present. Observing if this space feels open and soft, or tense and constricted, maybe congested, or a nourishing kind of full, or somewhere in between or either sides of any of those. Perhaps you observe a connection between thoughts and emotions. Perhaps one is influencing the other. We're not reaching out for anything, just observing what is there naturally as you enter into stillness and focused awareness. Just feeling into your body. Observing the space your body takes up. Your connection to the earth. Your connection between your body and your clothes or other parts of your body. Perhaps tracing the boundary of your outer layer of skin. Perhaps breathing into and through this boundary recognizing the energetic boundlessness between our cells and the rest of the cells in existence. Boundlessness between your body and the universe, spirit, whatever that means to you. It's your choice if you maintain this visualization throughout the next part of the meditation, or if you choose to just focus on the physical movement of breath through your body. Both practices are equally beneficial and powerful. Whatever resonates with you most in this moment. So you're just going to start by directing the breath into the lower stomach, expanding the lower stomach until it's full as you inhale, and contracting it, drawing the belly button in towards the spine as you exhale. Trying to only move the lower stomach here. You're welcome to place hands over this area just to aid in your practice. This practice here directs the breath and therefore energy, life force into your seat of creation, your womb, your sacral space. It's one way that we can begin to control the energy flow through our body. The way that we can calm the nervous system, if you pay attention to how a young baby breathes, they are breathing into their stomach. It's one of the most natural ways to breathe, but as we get older, our bodies become more tense, life gets more stressful. We learn to breathe into our chest. This increases tension in the upper body. It restricts the flow of air and therefore energy and life force through our body. And we're not utilizing our entire lung capacity. So now, once we have filled up the lower stomach, guide the breath into the mid-stomach as you continue to inhale, all the way up to the heart space, up to the collarbones, and all the way up to the tops of the shoulders. You can do this in parts. You're welcome to move your hands up your body as you do so you can feel the movement of air. And as you exhale that same way, first emptying the lower stomach, then the mid-stomach, heart space, from the collarbones, upper chest, and the shoulders. Working within your own capacity. Again, this may feel uncomfortable, restricted in parts. So just a reminder that wherever your breath and your intention and your awareness goes, energy can flow. It's one of the ways that we can determine blockages, tension, and tightness within the body. It's how we start to use the breath to recover from that. We'll take 3 more full rounds of breath just like this. Let's make them the deepest breaths we've taken today. After your third exhale, you can come to lie down. Remove the block if you have one. Just come to lie flat on your back. So for those who were here last week, or for those who've done the class on replay on YouTube, we started looking into the 42 laws of MAAT, which is a kemetic concept that underpins a balanced, harmonized, just, fair lifestyle, way of thinking, way of being. These principles underpin what we are practicing here, which is not just a movement and mindset-based class or container. It's a container for intentional, personal, and social development. So last week I read the 42 laws as translated by Mwata Ashby. They were as negative confessions. Today we'll be moving through the practice in different shapes, and I've retranslated those into positive affirmations in segments relating to whatever of the parts of the principle they represent. So as always, pay attention to what resonates, receive what resonates, and just be in awareness of what doesn't, perhaps examining the reasons why it doesn't resonate. You can always take what you need and leave what you don't. So from here, we'll inhale, stretch the body. Exhale, hug the knees in. We'll place the hands over the knees and just begin to draw circles with the knees, just bringing some gentle movement to the hips. Switching directions. Lovely. From here, we'll place the right foot flat on the ground. Point the left knee towards your left armpit. And point the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Take your elbow to the inside of your left knee. And then take a hold of the outside edge of your left foot into a half happy baby. Gently drawing the knee down towards the ground. So you've got a few options with that right leg. You can keep it with the foot flat and the knee bent. You can allow the knee to drop out to the side, or maybe extend the leg straight and lie it flat on your mat. So the body will still be cold, so be conscious that you're not pulling your body into its maximum range or trying to pull your body past its maximum range. We want to be at about 60% of our maximum range, a place where we can be as comfortable as possible. Yin is a practice of finding the softness within strength, the yin within the yang. And that comes with the ability to be able to rest and breathe deeply and comfortably in each of the shapes that we're making. So if at any point your breath feels restricted, that's a sign that you just need to adapt and change your position or come out of it completely. So please honor that in each moment, despite what I'm guiding you through. So we'll be here for a couple of minutes. There's always the invitation to explore while within these postures. So see how it feels to extend your leg, flex, point the foot, and eventually find a position where you can be still and breathe into it. Breathe life, breathe energy into wherever you're feeling it. The first set of affirmations are in relation to truth. I speak and act with integrity. I nourish myself with intention, not excess. I speak words of truth. I choose truth, clarity, and authenticity. My ears and heart remain open to the words of right and wrong, or MAAT. We'll just take a couple more breaths right here. Not trying to grasp onto anything mentally, or not trying to intellectualize anything that's being said or anything that arises for you within the session. Just observing how they land within your psyche, within your consciousness, and within your body. So from here, we're going to hug that left knee into the chest. If it's not already, extend your right leg down onto your mat. Going to bring the right hand to the outside edge of the left knee and the left hand out to the side with a bend in the elbows. Inhale here. As you exhale, twist the spine, bringing the left knee over to the right, maybe turning the head to look to your left. So here, bring your foot flat on the ground and keep the hip open just so we're not over twisting your stomach. So lift this knee up. Yeah, just so we're not putting too much pressure on baby. Yeah, does that feel okay? The next set of affirmations are in relation to non-violence or justice. I possess only what is mine. I act with gentleness and kindness towards everyone and everything. I honor and embrace the life of all beings. I respond with patience and self-control. I move through the world with peace and compassion. I resolve conflict with wisdom and harmony. I honor my feelings without holding on to anger. I am committed to non-violence in action and spirit. I use my strength to protect, not to wound. Gently bring the body back to center. Bend in both knees, bring the feet flat. Taking a full and deep round of breath here. And then whenever you're ready, bringing the right knee towards the right armpit. Bringing the elbow to the inside of the knee. Wrapping the forearm around the front of the shin until you can grab a hold of the outside edge of your foot or your ankle or your shin, wherever you can reach on that right leg. Same options for your left leg. You can keep it right where it is with the foot flat. Maybe allow the knee to drop out to the side, lifting up the inner side of your foot. Or extend it straight down onto your mat. This next set of affirmations are representative of non-stealing or reciprocity. I respect the offerings given to the netters. The netters, for those who weren't here last week or who were unaware, loosely translates to all that is natural. It's also another word that can be used to describe God. I only claim what is rightfully mine. I consider the chain of harm related to excessive and indulgent desires. Into our last few breaths here. Gently bring the legs back to center, hugging the right knee in. And if it's not already, extend the left leg down onto your mat. Left hand stays on the knee, right hand comes out to the side with a bend in the elbow. Inhale here. As you exhale, twist the spine, bringing the right knee over to your left. Maybe turning your head to look to your right. This next set of affirmations represent self-control or right action. I speak and act with truth and integrity. I nurture the earth that nurtures me. I respect and honor my own purity. My choices support life, balance, and sustainability. I embrace and support my own, the Earth's, and our universal natural cycles. I recognize and respect my own and others' inherent sexual power as divine creative life force. I channel and transmute my sexual energy responsibly and with deep intention. Going into our last couple of breaths here. Gently bringing the body back to center. Bring the feet as wide as your mat with the toes turned in slightly, and allow your knees to rest inwards against one another. Arms resting wherever is comfortable. Maybe waving the knees side to side or moving the body in any way that it wants to move right now. Gradually finding stillness if you haven't already. From here, stretch the whole body from fingertips all the way down to your toes. Inhale here, exhale, hug the knees in. And however is comfortable and accessible to you, make your way up to a seated position. Once you're there, closing the eyes, finding a tall spine once again. Just taking a moment to allow the body to become accustomed to being upright again. Perhaps taking some neck circles, drawing a big circle with the tip of your chin. Switching directions if you haven't already. And rolling the shoulders forwards. And rolling them backwards. From here, we're going to extend the legs forwards. Have the legs about hip to shoulder width distance. You can have a micro bend in the knees. You can use your hands to manually adjust your booty flesh to widen your seat. Just feel a bit more grounded. Inhale here. As you exhale, fold forwards over the legs, maintaining some length in the spine for now. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Keeping the head lifted for now. So you may have noticed already some of these affirmations have crossovers. They're all interweaved and interlinked. And this next set of affirmations is to do with right speech. I use my words and actions responsibly. I cultivate safety and trust within myself and my relationships. I lead with compassion toward myself and others. You can stay here if you like, or to soften the shape a bit, you can bend the knees slightly. Weave your arms under your knees, allow your spine, shoulders to round and your head to drop. My commitment to healthy and respectful connection extends beyond time, space, and physical presence. I know when the time is to speak and when the time is to listen. I recognize my innate power and only use it in alignment with MAAT. I cultivate peace, accountability, and mutual respect. Slowly uncurling the body. Gently making your way onto your hands and knees. With the shoulders stacked over the wrists and the hips stacked over the knees, we'll just move through some cat and cow in time, following the rhythm of our own breath. So as you inhale, drop down the belly, flip the tailbone up, draw the chin and chest forwards. And as you're in this position, energetically draw your wrists towards your knees to feel a gentle activation of your back muscles. Exhale, push into the earth, round the spine, chin to chest, maybe tucking the toes under as well. Draw the belly button in, expel all the air from your body. Inhale back to cow. Exhale to cat. And keep that going, following your own rhythm. You can stay just like this. So if you do want to become a bit more free and explorative with the movement, go ahead. If you want to wave the body backwards and forwards, maybe dip in, bending the elbows, maybe lifting the knees, wave the body round, just move how you want to move. Using these moments of free movement to assist the shifts, the subtle shifts in energy that are happening within you through this practice. And then finding your way back to center. Slowly and gradually. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow once again. Maintain this arch in the spine and keep the hips stacked directly over your knees. As you start to walk your hands towards the top two corners of your mat, you've got the choice now to bring your elbows down, draw your chest towards the ground and rest your forehead down, or stretch the arms as far forward as you can, keeping them straight. Allow the chest and the chin and the heart to come in contact or as close to the ground as they can. You have your blocks nearby if you need any support under the body, maybe under the chest or under the head. And if you do want to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders and chest, you can lift up the palms of your hands, keeping the fingertips pressing down into the earth. Next set of affirmations represent righteousness. I honor and respect sacred animals. I live in harmony with sacred rhythm and divine timing. I speak words of life into netta nettaru, which can be translated to the source, the one singular source of existence, or the God of gods. I honor the divine presence within and around me. My mind and heart remain open to wisdom, grace, and higher guidance. So from here, if you can, bring the knees wide if they're not already, and the big toes together, and slide the body back so the hips come towards the knees. Rest your first eye on the earth. And it's up to you if you keep your arms outstretched or bring them beside the legs or thread them between the legs. Whenever you're ready, start to lift the body up. Going back onto all fours. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Start to shift the right knee back so you can sink the hips forwards and down into dragon. Explore how it feels to have your back foot tucked or the toes pointed. And it's up to you if you stay here on your hands. You can come down onto your forearms, and if you have your block there, you can bring your block underneath your forearms too. If anybody wants an extra one, just give me a wave, I'll bring one over. The next set of affirmations represent balance. I trust myself to move through challenges with awareness and strength. I focus on what is mine to know and understand. I have the ability to feel my full spectrum of emotions when there is a worthy cause. I release panic and reactivity and choose patience and responsiveness. I choose humility. Very slowly, very gently, shift your hips back slightly. Walk the left foot over towards your right hand. Point the toes out to the right and bring the left knee down. Again, start to shift your right knee back if it will go, so you can sink down into a pigeon. You have your block here that may be supportive underneath your left hip. And you can stay up here. Let's first all go up onto your fingertips. Energetically pull your fingertips back to draw your chest forwards, come into a little baby back bend. Stay here, or you've got the option to come down onto your forearms. Again, you've got your block there if you want to go part way. Or maybe you want to extend the arms forwards, bring your first eye to the earth. We've reached the end of our 42 laws as positive affirmations. We can use those to check in anytime we're feeling overcome by indecision, overcome with emotion or thoughts. We can check back to these affirmations and see where are we out of alignment. I'm going to be dropping a version of these into the WhatsApp group, so you can refer back to them as you please. This class is also going to be shared on my YouTube channel, so you can return to it in the future. If you're not part of the WhatsApp group or connected online in any way, just come see me at the end of the class. Into our last few breaths right here. And very slowly, very gently start to lift up your body. Sending that left leg back to meet the right. Maybe taking a couple of very slow hip circles here. And whenever you're ready, stepping the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Shifting the left knee back slightly, allowing the hips to sink forwards and down towards the ground. Again, you can either stay here up on your hands, bring the forearms down onto a block, or onto the ground. Remembering to breathe into and expand around any discomfort you may be feeling. Using that space you create through the breath to recognize if you do need to make any kind of subtle changes within your position. This practice is a starting point for using the breath to recognize changes that need to be made within your body position, but it can also be taken off the mat, and we can use the breath to create space within our whole self to recognize how we're feeling about certain things, our position in life, in society, and what, if anything, we may need to change or act upon. Gently lifting up the body if you've come down. Walk the right foot over towards the left hand, point the toes out to the left, and bring the right knee down. Slide the left knee back if it will go. Maybe bringing the block underneath your right hip. Again, first off, coming up onto your fingertips, energetically pull your fingertips back to draw your chin and chest forwards. Baby back bend. Both hips stay square toward the front here. And throughout, if possible. And you can stay here or come down onto the forearms, all the way to the ground or onto a block. Or maybe reaching the arms forwards, bringing your first eye to the earth. Or even, as I like to, rest my head on my hands. Into our last couple of breaths here. And gently lifting up the body. Slide the right leg back to meet the left. Again, we'll take some gentle hip circles. And then we'll come to, no, I won't do that. See the hips back, extend your legs forwards. With control, come to lie down. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, hug the knees in. Bring your feet flat. And grab hold of your block. Try have it on the medium height, so horizontally like this if you can. If it feels too intense or you feel unstable, just bring it flat. So whenever you're ready, lift up the hips. Place the block across your sacrum, which is the kind of flat, squarish vertebrae at the base of your spine. So hopefully you feel here, you have a little bit of a lift of the hips. And then very briefly, all we're going to do is extend the right leg towards the end of the mat, followed by the left. Point the toes and reach the arms behind you. Keep the feet flat and the knees bent if having this full extension is a bit too intense. Lifting through the abdomen and through the heart. Allowing your stomach to soften. And whenever you're ready, slide the feet back in, gently lift the hips, and find any comfortable lying down position where you can rest for a few moments, maybe with the feet wide, and legs resting on the ground, palms facing the sky or resting over the stomach, and the eyes closed. Just take a moment here. Just witnessing the energetic flow and movement throughout your vessel. Observing openly the points that we visited at the beginning of practice today, your body, emotions, mind. Again, not reaching out for anything, just resting in open awareness of the whole self, your whole experience of existence in this moment. Just gently, I'm beginning to introduce some small movements to the body. Perhaps having one final big old stretch before making your way up to a seated position in whichever way is comfortable and accessible to you. Once you arrive, closing the eyes if they weren't already. Bringing the palms together in front of the heart space for one final moment of reflection and gratitude for all of the circumstances that brought us here today and allowed us to participate in this practice safely. A moment to recognize what a privilege it is to be here and to continue our day without threat of immediate danger. And setting the collective intention to utilize practices such as this one to recognize the fact that we are living within an oppressive system. But can we use this space created and the resources shared to recognize how we can liberate ourselves and others to the best of our capacity from oppression, from conditioned way of thinking, and conditioned ways of being and living that are actually very damaging to our health and to our ability to connect to ourselves and to each other, and to the earth and to spirit. May we all collectively continue on this journey to unlearn and relearn more aligned, healthy, sustainable ways of living. And finally, just sending out a collective invocation that may one day all beings be able to experience and exist within this same level of safety, peace, awareness, connection, harmony, and just have the freedom to make the choices that we've been able to make today to bring us here into this practice, into this container. Take a deep breath and begin to rub your palms together in a circular motion. Separate the hands slightly. Bring all your awareness and keep your awareness on the palms of your hands and the space between them. Perhaps you notice a subtle gathering of energy or force here. Cup the hands over the eyes. Inhale, fill up the lungs. Exhale, empty the lungs. Bring the palms of the hands together with the thumbs resting against your first eye point. We'll finish with our closeout sequence that represents unity in all aspects. Slide the hands down the midline of the body so the thumbs are resting against your heart. Make a pyramid with the hands by keeping the thumb and first finger connected and separating the palms. Rest the palms against the body. Slide the palms down to rest over your womb or sacral space, your seat of creation. Slide the palms down to the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, follow with your first eye if you can. Inhale, raise the first eye and the pyramid up to the skies. Exhale, bring the pyramid down to your first eye. Separate the hands, both hands meet the earth once again. Giving thanks for the exchange. Hope you enjoyed the practice. I hope you received lots from it. We are going to be diving into more of the symbolic representations of kemetic philosophy. So breaking down each of the deities and what they mean and how their wisdom, their teachings can be applied into our lives, our practice. Again, it's a non-religious practice, so it can interweave with any other spiritual or religious practice you may be involved in. Any requests, anything you want to do more of or less of, please let me know. People joining online, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, hopefully see you all next time. Thank you. If you haven't already, knees. Donations information is at the back. There's a cash box and online banking information. People joining online, I hope you enjoyed the practice. If you are willing and able to today, there is donations information in my channel description. And if you're watching it in the future, there'll be a description, links in the description box below. Please connect with me online on Instagram under the same name, Practice with Kaya. Message me on Instagram if you want to be in the WhatsApp group. It's the easiest and best way to stay in touch. I'll be sharing more resources in time on WhatsApp. And please leave a comment below this video if you let me know what you like, what you dislike, what you want to know more of, or do more of. And yeah, see you next time. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, anybody else who joins within this present container or in the future. Have a beautiful day. Bye.